What is up, Epic Travelers? Matt and Kat back again. Got another trip report this time. First of all, though, happy Memorial Day, red, white, and blue weekend. This weekend we went to, where'd we go?
We went to Disney's Coronado Springs, Gran Destino Tower.
That's right. So we got a trip report basically. It's not all Disney this time. We have some spoilers. There's a couple things in there that are not traditional Disney.
Correct.
We didn't go to any parks.
Nope.
And then at the end, we've got our good, the bad, and the epic specifically for Coronado Springs. So
that's right.
You got to watch to the end if you want to catch everything. But we'll start off with basically the intro, which is we went to Gran Destino Tower.
Yeah. So this is one of Disney's moderate resorts. It's located in the Animal Kingdom resort area, which is interesting because I felt like we were way closer to
right
Epcot
next to
and Hollywood Studios. But
yeah.
I mean, technically Animal Kingdom area of the resorts. So we'll jump right in and get started. So we did a quick staycation, just a couple nights. We had a graduation party Saturday, so we planned to get a kind of late start on Saturday afternoon.
Yep. And we're celebrating a birthday.
Well, delayed birthday.
43?
Stop.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
He keeps trying to age me. He keeps trying to bump me up 10 years.
It's fine.
Just because you're 40 doesn't mean I am.
I know. We're celebrating birthdays this weekend. It's fine. But we had
VPK graduation?
Yes. So we had stayed at Coronado before, but the last time we stayed at Coronado was when our 11-year-old, dating us both right now, was turning 3.
Yes, it's
so it had
been a while.
So we actually, the Gran Destino Tower was not a thing.
No, it wasn't even, I don't broken ground.
I think they were building it even then. No. I could be mistaken, but yes. But this was totally new for us.
Yes. I had stayed once for a Disney race with my sister-in-law, but they were just starting to build one of the restaurants in the tower. So this was all before renovations or anything like that. So it was a new experience.
It was good.
Yeah.
We got down there about, 2 o'clock, give or take?
Yeah, probably
maybe, give or take.
2-ish.
The room was ready as we basically pulled in.
Yeah, as we parked in.
The room was ready. We had room 877.
Yep. So we were a water view room.
End of the hallway, which was good and bad. It was a long walk from the elevator, but it was kind of cool to have the water view on the very end of the hallway.
Yeah. It felt a little bit more open because you didn't have a ton of rooms around you. We kind of, as we got to the end of the hallway, that was our room there. Yeah. But we were a water view, 2 queen. It's kind of standard room. We never, even really seen the tower very much, which was cool. But it was beautiful.
Yeah.
The whole tower was beautiful. Yeah,
it was good. They've got the interesting thing is that you push the number for your floor outside.
Like at the courthouse, if anyone's been to any of the courthouses, you know how they make sure you don't go anywhere you're not supposed to? That's kind of how it was.
And then there's no button on the inside at all, which was interesting. It's good and bad. So on the good side of things, you push the button, you're done. It tells you what elevator to go. Everything is done.
You wait less.
Yeah, unless the elevator's full, and then
with the double stroller, it was hard.
And kids, and we were checking in, and you don't want to. Sometimes you can't overcrowd an elevator, so it made it a little interesting because then you have to wait. The doors close, and you push the button again. But it was interesting.
Kids fought way less over the elevator thing.
Yeah,
with the button pushing.
There's no buttons on the inside to push, so you can't push 12 buttons, which is always good.
Winning.
But overall, the room, I love the room. I thought it was great. It felt. Honestly, really big.
It felt big. It was really clean. It was really modern. It was a shower only, which the only reason I mention that is people traveling with small toddlers or infants. That was always a thing for us, making sure that we had a bathtub to bathe the kids in, because sink baths are just not ideal if you have chunky babies. But for us, it worked great because our kids are shower ages now.
Yeah, there's the point to stand up and shower.
But it was really cool. We could see one of the ponds out there, and we could see turtles.
Yep.
So the kids were pretty pumped about that. So we kind of just got settled in our room, got unpacked, and got on to the next thing.
And then we went, we did something different again. We weren't going to do parks. We were planning on not doing parks. We were trying to do something a little different. So we went and played putt-putt.
We did. So some of the packages with Disney right now have free putt-putt passes for each individual that's on the reservation.
Yeah, it's either a Wide World of Sports pass or putt-putt. And so we chose to use putt-putt.
We chose to do putt-putt. And Paxton was really excited to go and golf. We went to Winter Summerland, which is right next to Blizzard Beach.
Which is closed right now.
But it was extra parking. Yeah. And it was really fun. So we got there. We kind of checked in. We waited about 5 minutes to do the winter side of it. Yep. You can either pick do the winter or the summer, which is all Christmas themed, and I loved because the best part was it plays Christmas music the whole time.
Yeah.
So we had fun with that. The kids really liked the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
But we did the winter side.
It was tough for a 3-year-old. She got a little anxious, a little impatient, I guess is the way you would say it.
Yeah, we kind of skipped ahead of the people in front of us. We had 2 families of 5 ahead of us, which made it tough.
It was a really big gap, though. So we eventually skipped a couple of holes and then played most of the course. But
do it.
You know, you don't keep score. It's fine. It was a great thing to do, and again, it was a good alternative. For us, it was free in this case, but it was only, I think it was $14 for adults and $12 for kids.
Bad.
It wouldn't break the bank. It's a good way to spend a couple of hours. Yeah. It was a little hot. They could use some more fans, but it was something different to do.
There were some shaded areas. Yeah. They sold waters there. They sold White Claws there. Yeah. They had some snacks and some candy for the kids. They had ice cream there, so a fun way to cool off. Lots of shaded tables to sit at as well. So it was fun. We'd do it again, probably maybe closer to Christmas. I feel like it'd be really fun. It would be really cool to do
if it was cool outside. You had the Christmas music and see the Christmas decorations. That'd be cool for sure.
Yeah, but then we left because Calyx was kind of losing it because she wanted to go swimming. That was the house divided. Calyx wanted to swim. Paxton wanted to golf, so we compromised golf and then the pool.
Yeah.
Kind of the reason we planned this whole trip is I had seen a TikTok of somebody pumping up the Coronado Springs pool. Like, this is the greatest pool, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, we haven't really stayed there. This would be a really great resort to go check out since they've redone so much. And the TikTok lied to me. The TikTok let me down. We got back to the resort, got changed, and got to the pool.
Which is a bit of a walk.
It was a little bit of a walk.
Yeah, because there's a main pool and there's other small pools, but if you stay, there's like 3 different areas around there. There's like the ranchos area, one of the ranchos, cabanas, and then casitas. But they all have smaller pools with them, which is fine. But then there's one main pool called the dig site.
With the water slide, the only water slide that they have.
Yes, and it looks cool on the outside. It looks cool, and
it's themed well to the resort. But I kind of felt like we were at like a community pool in Michigan with all the people who don't have pools because it was packed. There were no lounge seats available. There were no chairs, no tables available. Yeah. And the whole pool, you couldn't even get like 2 feet of space. It was really packed. We ended up finding, kind of as people cleared out closer to dinner time, got a couple chairs. Since I'm still recovering from gallbladder, I'm not supposed to be in the water yet. So we kind of found a spot in the shade. I stayed out of the water. Matt and the kids swam. Yeah. They did the slide once. I mean, it was a long line.
Yeah, the kids were going to go again, and then I was like, well, I'll watch you come down because they wanted to catch them, and then they came running back. They said the line's too long. We're not going to do it.
It was all the way down the stairs when we first got there with Paxton.
It's not the best slide.
Yeah.
It was
nothing to write home about.
It was not. They didn't love it. They didn't keep doing it. So.
No, they expressed their opinions about the pool as well.
Yeah.
Which was fine. I mean, I will say that outside of the pool, there's a pretty decent-sized playground in the shade with lots of seats, and there's shuffleboard and Connect 4 and the arcade. So there's a lot to do outside of the pool, especially if you have older kids, so you can kind of let them go and do their thing. Right next to that was their mobile order kind of pool bar, Siestas Cantina. Kind of thing, So our kids decided to eat at the pool. They wanted to eat there, so they got a burger and 2 burgers.
Yep.
Chicken tenders was the only other option. So it's a very limited menu.
It was very fast.
It was pretty quick.
It really was fast. I mean, it wasn't long. You went to order it, and then me and the kids were out of the pool because it was ready. So it wasn't too long. It was fine. It was Disney.
Yeah. It was a small menu.
Disney fare.
The kids did fine with it. Mm-hmm. You could kind of pick some of your sides, and then we each got a drink at the pool bar.
Yep.
They were sweet. Very sweet. They're like the pre-made mixy things that they just add a little alcohol in. There's no bartender making it. They're just pouring out of the machine. So we had, what did we have? I had the Cancun colada, which was very pineapple colada-y.
It was fine. It was just really sweet.
And then you like mango a lot, so I got you the frozen sunset. It was like a vodka frozen drink with mango.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. We're just not pre-made.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of sweet things anyway, so it was fine.
Yeah.
But then the kids played on the playground for a little bit after dinner.
Which was actually really fun.
Yeah, I had fun with that. Yeah. There's lots of things to climb. There's a slide. So it was good. They had a fun time there. And then after that, they were kind of toast.
Yeah, they were done.
Yeah, no nap that day.
No nap.
So,
well, a little in the truck, but not a big one.
Not much fun.
So we just kind of got back to the room, showered. They had eaten, so they were ready to wind down. We ended up Uber Eating food because the food, I feel like...
The mobile options were very limited.
Very limited. It was the pool bar, and then I don't even think you could... mobile order at the main place because I tried for dinner for the kids and I couldn't.
I think you can mobile order from Three Bridges.
That's right.
But it's only a limited menu. It's not. There's not.
And then
you
there
can't
was
get
a sign for Rick's that you could order from the sports grill there, but on the app, like the My Disney Experience app, there was no options. When I went to do mobile order for food, the only option was Three Bridges, and it was a really condensed, almost more appetizers and a couple small plates. So we were already in the room, already showered, settled. So we're like, let's just order something from close by. Uber Eats had a ton of options. Matt ran down and met him, and it was fine.
Yeah. We could have done like the cafeteria food, but again, we weren't really sure what we wanted, so it was easier.
I always get nervous when they say there's a flatbread because sometimes I'm scarred from Panera because their flatbreads are like not real pizzas. So the options just didn't really appeal to us for that night, but
the next
Sunday was our fun day.
Yeah, you surprised us with the reservation. She got it. How'd you get that reservation again?
Shout out to Mouse Dining because we had been looking for a few different options. I had gotten an alert via email that said that a Topolino's Terrace had opened up, which we have been waiting to do. We've been wanting to do it since it opened. Our sister-in-law did it and loved it, so we've had like an extra fire under us to do it. And I got an email that one opened for 7:40, which our kids are such early risers. That was like almost late for us. And it was still available, so I snagged it really quick, which was awesome.
It was great, too. I mean, spoiler, it was awesome.
It was, I think it's my new favorite character dining.
It was great. Yeah, we got there, like, basically right at 7:40, like, by the time we checked in, too, and it was kind of empty looking. Like, we walked up, checked in, they just, like, hang out over here, but by the time 5 minutes for our table to be ready, there were 25, 30 people in the kind of waiting area
there. So it's at the top of Disney's Riviera Resort. So we got there, we took the elevator up, kind of sat, they took us back, and we had a really beautiful spot in the restaurant.
Window seat, like right on the side, kind of there was nothing behind us, but it was like
there was like a half wall kind of thing.
An alcove, I guess.
Yeah, so we were in a corner, which is always nice with the kids. I love it for photo opportunities because you don't get a bunch of strangers in the background, so that's always a plus for me. And we had a beautiful view. We could see the whole resort. We could see the pool. We could see some of Caribbean Beach. We could see that lake, the gondolas. I mean, it was just, everything about it was awesome.
Yeah, we could see Epcot kind of off in the distance to us. We could see
Animal Kingdom.
We could see, you could see the Tree of Life and Everest. We could see the Tree of Life and Everest. Out there. So
it was crazy.
We had like probably the best view. I mean, anything on that window aisle they were at, but there were only 10 or 15 tables on that side, so we got really lucky with that. Yeah.
Our server was amazing.
Yes, he was.
Not only did he go over the menu, he kind of talked about, this is what I'd recommend, but this is what's most ordered. Yep. They have a steak and eggs sort of option on there, but it has mushrooms and all these other things, and he was like, or you could just do steak and eggs, and that's what I opted to do because I didn't want all the mushrooms and the craziness that came with it.
Yeah. I went kind of off-brand too, I guess, as well, because they had a vegetarian option, but it was
all plant-based.
It was all plant-based. It was like vegan, and it was like, it said like it was a scramble. Basically, it was an omelet that had plant-based eggs, and then mushrooms, spinach, tomatoes, and then something else. But I told him, I was like, I really want real eggs. And he's like, oh, it's no problem at all. Like,
he offered to add cheese in for you.
Yeah, no issues at all. He's like, so basically, he's like, it's an omelet. He's like, it says scramble, but it's an omelet. Don't tell anybody.
Plant-based meat, that was the other thing. They had a plant-based sausage that you could do, and I think, did he substitute it, or no, you did it on the side?
No, I did ham and sausage on the side as well. That's right. Because he offered, he's like,
his name was Matt. He was great. He was really wonderful. But the kids had so much fun.
The palettes, they're really cool.
Yeah, everything was artsy themed for the Riviera. Mickey was in his painter's I don't know the word, the apron, the outfit, and then Donald was in his pottery outfit, and then Minnie had the cutest outfit, and Daisy was in her ballerina outfit that was like the Minnie and Mickey ride at Hollywood Studios, which was fun. But the kids loved it. They were sad Goofy wasn't there for some reason, which was surprising, but it was fine. They were cute. They did a little dance. Because we were there early, I think that's the key to dining at Disney with these characters, is to have an early reservation, because it's just like Cape May. We saw them all really quickly before our food even came out, so we got to actually enjoy the character experiences and then enjoy the dining.
Yeah, it was cool. And then there's like a patio area outside too, and me and the kids went out there. Great views again of like the entire resort, and then again you can see off to the different parks. It was really good. It was really
beautiful.
Cool. The food was really good too. My scramble or omelet, it was awesome.
Compared to some of the other dining options, you know, even some of the buffets and what they have, you know, it's kind of that step up from just Mickey waffles and some tater tots that you can get at a buffet at Chef Mickey's. It was really good. We were really happy with it.
Yeah, for sure. And then after that, we had to leave, but then we went and met some friends. Where'd we go?
We took the gondola, our kids' favorite ride, since we weren't doing theme parks. They were extra excited. Yep. And we went over to Caribbean Beach, which is right next door. Yeah,
just a quick gondola ride over. Yeah. We could have walked, I guess, but we decided to take the gondola because of the kids. Yep. And then we actually rope dropped the pool there at Caribbean Beach, which was awesome. So
if you stayed at Caribbean Beach, it's a big resort, like super spread out.
Very big.
So where the gondolas are is kind of one side of it. And you can meander through Jamaica and some of the areas that they were actually redoing. And there's a really big bridge that takes you kind of across from that one side of the resort over to where the pool is, where the main dining, the lobby, all of that is. But on the way over is pretty cool. There's a playground. Yeah, there's a playground. And there's the area that they do their movie and kind of some other little things that you can explore through there. So the kids were excited and wanted to stop at the playground. So we stopped and played.
Yes, played the playground for a little bit, and then rope dropped the pool. The kids did the slide. Paxton didn't love the slide. He said he hit his head.
So he was like it. But the cool thing about this is there was 2 slides in the main pool and then 3 slides in the kiddie splash area.
Yeah, they had lots of slides.
Yeah, far superior to Coronado Springs in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. And I know we were early, but it was busy, but not as busy as Coronado. No, not even close to as busy as Coronado.
And the nice thing was, we had gotten there after breakfast. They swam a little bit, and the kids, I think, were too excited about the characters. They didn't eat a huge breakfast, so they were kind of hungry early lunchtime. But you could mobile order from the main area inside of Caribbean Beach. So that's what we decided to do, is that we mobile ordered from the center town market, and it was 11 o'clock, so it was right at that transition into lunchtime. And Paxton got a cheeseburger, Calyx got mac and cheese, which is her favorite thing, and they ate really good. There was more options there. I mean, they had desserts, they had things for us, they had some kind of specialty burgers and meat platters, a ton more options. And then they had Banana Cabana, the bar, which is really good.
They did. Banana Cabana is awesome, too. Yeah. And I didn't quite rope drop it. It opened at 11, but I was there like 11:20. I might have been the only person at the bar.
Waited a couple minutes.
The only person there. But you sent me, so I had to decide for us. So I got you a mojito. I think it was Mercado Mojito is what they called it. And it was, how'd you think? I thought it was good.
I liked it. Since this whole gallbladder thing, alcohol has kind of been a touch and go thing for me. I haven't been able to enjoy like carbonated beverages like White Claw that I like. But the mint has been really soothing. So mojitos have kind of been my favorite thing, which it was good.
And then I got the red, white, and blue. It was gin and tonic. And I don't love sweet things. So the sweet thing I had at Coronado was a little too sweet, and I was like, let me do something different, and it was good. It was basically just gin and tonic, and then it had some cranberry juice. It was the red, and the little blue curacao was like the top, or like the kind of spread on top. So it was really cool. It was blue, and then white, and then kind of the red layer. It was actually really good.
Themed person. He likes to stick with the theme of whatever it is. So with Memorial
Day weekend, I couldn't turn down the red, white, and blue drink, and it was good. It was not too sweet, that's for sure. Yeah. The pomegranate made it a little, kind of tart. It was good. It was. I cannot complain about it whatsoever.
I think that of the moderate resorts, Caribbean Beach is probably my favorite, especially now that we've done the pool area. Yeah. It just was really fun. There was a ton of this. The kids' splash pad area is amazing. It's very similar to French Quarter, that it has the really big area with slides for the younger ones. That was really nice. They didn't have to do the big slides, so it was good. A really great. It was
comparing, apples to apples. We were at Coronado, and then we were at Caribbean Beach like within a day. Yeah. To see our friends, and then we can compare them right away. Right. I think that I would pick that most of the time. Of the time. I'm sure there's other reasons to go to Coronado, but in this case, with little kids, I think Caribbean Beach would have been a better kind of route to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we napped. We went back to the resort.
We got
Kids
the
napped.
back. We got the car. Went back to the resort. Kind of did the backwards.
Yeah, they were tired.
They were tired.
And then we had talked about doing lots of different things, but for some reason I've been showing Paxton the tribute store open at Universal for Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary, and he was convinced he wanted to go see some dinosaurs. Yeah. So we said, okay, sure. So we went over to Universal, yeah.
And we've been watching E.T. a ton. The kids are really into E.T. All our kids have always loved that movie. So Calyx was just, I want to ride E.T. I want to ride Moonbike. So it was kind of...
It just worked out for them.
Yeah, it worked out really great.
We had no big plans. We were kind of just hanging out. And again, we really were not excited to go back to the pool. I hate to say that, but we weren't really excited to go back to the Coronado pool and kind of battle with people again. So we went over there, and it wasn't as busy as we thought it was going to be.
No, it felt kind of empty almost. Yeah, it was nice. I don't know if like the locals weren't there or what it was, but the bonus is that there's a lot of new updates for the new Minion Land, which we're super excited about. So we could kind of see where they were getting some of the signage up and some of the different things. So that was cool to see. And then we've got some videos of the tribute store, which you should check out because
it's cool. It's really well done.
It is so to the first Jurassic Park movie, and I mean so much nostalgia with the whole store.
Yeah, and there's
the photo ops.
Yeah, there's some throwbacks. Like they have like behind cases, they have the old school like Super Nintendo Jurassic Park game. I mean they've got so many things there. It's more of a photo op than it is
than a store.
I mean there's some cool stuff in there, but honestly, I walked through it twice, and the second time through, I saw more merchandise I missed the first time because I was so distracted by all the awesome like photo ops they had. Yeah. So you want to go through it a couple times for sure.
And the photo ops are all themed.
Yes.
To that. Yeah. That anniversary of the first movie, which even the kids were excited about.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was great.
And then we headed over to E.T.
We did E.T.
Yep.
All of us, I could ride E.T., which was great.
Yep. E.T. was fine. It was down when we were there. We got some lights on footage, and then it was fine again.
You know, they're doing so much construction over there for the kids' land area that it's a very different queue than it was even when we were there over St. Patty's Day.
Go in through the exit.
Yeah, you don't go through the main part. You do still get to see the movie with Steven Spielberg. Yep. Went through, like you said, a little bit of a delay, but the kids were excited.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, it was great.
And then we really didn't stay long. We did the tribute store, we saw the Minion stuff, we did E.T., and then we were basically ready to go, and Paxton really wanted to do Transformers, so...
And Calyx is like 3/4 of a finger away from it. Like, she's so close. Like, her hair touches it, and you can almost get your finger underneath, and we've been through this enough with 3 kids that we know they were going to tell her no. So, I took her to the Minion store, we kind of walked around, she picked out a treat, and you guys did Transformers.
Yeah, Transformers was fine. It's always a good ride, so we had fun, for sure. And then we headed out because it was actually getting late by that point because they slept so late, the kids did. That
it was like 9 o'clock by the time we got back.
Yeah.
Which is late for our kids. Our kids go to sleep at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, they were kind of toast, but it was fine. They went to bed easy, got some food on the way, and then...
we saw the movie that was outside playing. They had Incredibles 2 playing outside, and holy moly, there were so many people watching that movie. Like, the whole lawn area outside of Gran Destino Tower was packed. Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we had to distract Paxton to not go watch it. He really wanted to watch it, but...
We tried putting it on... You can stream Disney Plus to your TV in the room, which is really cool. So we tried putting it on there, and it just, to him, wasn't the same. But he eventually fell asleep.
It was fine. And then today was checkout day. Memorial Day.
Yep.
And I did a quick resort tour in the morning where you kind of hung out with the kids, and then we did Rick's for breakfast.
Yeah, I liked it. I know it wasn't your favorite. I thought the food was pretty good. Yeah. The kids had pancakes, which they were huge pancakes for the kids.
Enormous portions for kids.
I feel like 3 of us could have eaten that, but the kids did great with it.
Yeah.
The coffee was no bueno. I wouldn't recommend it.
No, it was like the coffee you would make in a Motel 6 in your room. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just being honest. It was very watery. It was not good. Do not recommend whatsoever. No. Skip the coffee.
But I had made a reservation because so the nice thing about Coronado is that the restaurants, you can do reservations, and I don't know, maybe it's everywhere now with Disney. I haven't paid close enough attention, but you can also join a walk-up wait list. So if you don't have a reservation, you can just click on that, and it'll kind of throw you in the queue for the wait list. So I went on at a little bit before 8 to see if we could just do the walk up.
Mm-hmm.
And the app told me it was shut down, but Matt was out doing the resort tour and he was like, no, it's dead down
here. There were
here.
like 8 people in the restaurant.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know, it's weird at saying that, so let me just grab a reservation. So we grabbed a reservation for 8:45, but that was like an hour and the kids were hungry.
Yeah.
So we walked down there and they sat us right away, which was
no
nice.
problem,
So don't let that little error deter you because technology is hard.
Technology is hard. But I mean, overall, it was good. We had a good stay.
We did.
It wasn't our favorite.
It wasn't.
For sure, but it wasn't bad. I mean, we got our good, the bad, and the epic. So we
do.
We can get
so
into
we'll
that.
we'll get through that because after breakfast we just kind of packed up. We talked to the kids into coming back to our pool.
Yeah.
You know, if we were just gonna, the big pool wasn't open, so we're like, if we're just gonna go jump in a pool, let's go jump in our pool.
Yeah, Disney pool's opening at 10.
It's late.
Is late for our kids. It's late. You've been up for 4 hours by then.
Yeah, the smaller pools that don't have lifeguards and they don't have the
Yes.
pools and it's just kind of the standard pools, those open at 7 typically,
early,
which is fine.
Yeah.
But for us at the end of our vacation when we have work tomorrow, we were like, if we're going to just go swim in a regular pool, let's just go swim in our regular pool, which they were fine with, which was nice.
All right, let's get into the good, bad, and the epic.
All right.
All right, what do you got for good?
So my first good was the playground, the arcade, and the game area outside of the pool.
I can see that.
Because if Max was with us, I feel like he would have been like in his element with that. You know, the arcade had a ton. You said, what did they do once a day?
They had like an arcade play hour, I guess, where the cast members and the kids compete. I'm sure they like have some.
Cool.
I didn't see it, but I assume like free games for a little bit or something.
The bar's right there for parents, so if you want to grab a drink and watch your kids, the playground was a big area. It wasn't just like a little tiny play set.
Yeah.
It had a couple different areas, so I thought that was a good added benefit for us doing a kind of resort focused weekend.
Yeah, that actually my good too is the pool bar. Again, we didn't try a lot of things. The kids love their food though. It came out really fast.
Super fast.
They had good drink options. Again, mine was a little sweet, but that was kind of my fault for ordering that.
And they had a full bar, so you could order a mixed drink if you wanted to. And they had the best honey mustard.
They did some good honey mustard,
Which, I mean, you can't forget about.
Yeah. And they had Texas Pete in little individual packets.
Which is hard to find places. Everywhere should have that.
So overall, I mean, again, the pool bar and restaurant was really good. Any other good for you?
I think the other kind of big good that, again, we didn't fully experience, they have a lot of sit-down dining options.
Yeah.
So at the top of the tower is Toledo's, which is like a tapas, steak, and seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
Which, from what we've seen and read and even looked at the menu, is a really great option for a sit-down, nice meal. It's kind of considered their fancier restaurant. Our kids are not fancy. Our kids are not exotic. Our kids like mac and cheese and cheeseburgers, so we were not going to go and pay for that.
No kids.
But I think if you went on like an adults trip or you had older kids, like if it was just you, I, and Max, like he would do that because he likes that kind of food. And then Maya Grill had a lot of kind of Spanish-inspired foods as well. They have Rick's, which is kind of more American sit-down style. And then the Three Bridges restaurant looks amazing. I mean, I would love to go and sit and have some appetizers and some small plates and a couple drinks and just enjoy being outside.
Yeah.
Our kids just don't allow for that, which was the big knock for me. It's just for parents with busy toddlers, it was not happening.
You basically stole my other good, which is just
man,
options.
this always
Well, it's just options. I wrote down options because there are a lot of options. That's the thing. I mean, there's lots of pools. There's the big pool. There's all the individual pools. There's lots of options to eat. Lots of options to get drinks. There's a little bar outside that had some food options too. Like
they did,
a limited menu, but they had food. They had burgers. They had a bourbon pecan pie. It sounded great. They had drinks. Again, there's lots of options there. So again, I think it's a good place that has lots of different things for you to explore.
And do if you're at the resort,
Any other good for you?
It was really close to the parks. Like,
it was,
and other resorts. Like, we got to Riviera in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we got to mini golf in like 2.
Yeah, it was
like
not
it was
far.
right down. I mean, we were really close to a lot of different things.
Yeah, it says it's in the Animal Kingdom area, but I mean, you're a mile away from like Hollywood Studios, Epcot area. So
and we took a quick back way to Universal. I mean, I know people typically don't go to Disney and do Universal, but I mean, I feel like we got to everywhere we wanted to go to really quickly, which was to me a really positive thing about that. And it wasn't a long drive to where we parked.
No.
For getting into the tower.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
Tell me about your bad.
My bad. My first one is the size of the resort. And again, it depends on what your expectations are, but it's a big resort.
It's
I mean,
really
it is big. So if you're staying in like the casitas area, like you're fairly close to kind of the lobby area in theory, but like you're a long walk from the pool.
Yeah.
You're a long walk from Gran Destino Tower if you're going to go up to Toledo. Like you're kind of out there. It's really big. And again, if you don't mind walking or if you enjoy walking, I mean, the running trail had lots of people on it.
There were so many people running today. I couldn't believe it.
If you're looking to make sure you're keeping your steps up, you should go to Coronado Springs because it's big.
Yeah.
It's big for sure. But that was one of my bad.
And I think that ties into my bad. For the size of the resort, that pool is just not big enough.
It's not.
I mean, it was so crowded, and their splash area was like a pool with 3 inches of water and one little spout up. Like, it was just kind of a disappointment to our kids, because usually they like to go and play in the smaller area because they're still little. And
there's just so many people.
It just was like, if you have a baby that likes to sit and just splash their hands in the water, great. But anything other than that,
Yeah, the pool was my other bad one too. I mean, again, it was nice for what it was, and if it was, 25% of the people there, it would have been fine. But it's just for that huge of a resort, it can't handle that many people. And again, maybe it's Memorial Day, that was partially on us. It's a busy weekend, we know that. But at the same time, like, you should be able to handle a good amount of people, and it just wasn't capable of that for sure.
No. Do you have any epics?
I have one epic.
Okay, tell me.
It was the room. The room was great. The room was really well done. There's storage under the beds. There's the great view that we had. There was space in there. We always take our double stroller pretty much always, and we can fit the double stroller into the room. We could hide it around by one of the beds. We didn't feel like we were crammed in there, and so I think the room was really well done.
My epic was the tower itself. I mean, you walk in and you don't feel like you're at Disney.
No.
There's some little touches of Disney throughout it, but it just felt really kind of high-end and clean. They have 2 separate bar areas in the tower itself, which are cool. I mean, the tower's just done so really beautifully.
Nice. Remnants of Riviera, honestly.
Kind of,
we went to both, and
more brown and orange, but kind of the same.
But very nice. Yeah, very nicely done.
Do you have anything you want to say about our trip? Come here. We have a little party crasher.
Here he comes. Hey, buddy.
Come on up. What did you think of the resort we stayed at?
Good.
It was good? What was your favorite thing that we did?
Seeing Minnie and Mickey.
Seeing Minnie and Mickey?
Perfect.
At the restaurant? Did you like the pool? Yeah. Which pool did you like better? The first one or the one with the pirate ship?
The one with the pirate ship.
Okay.
Caribbean Beach vote.
Right on par with the rest of us.
All right.
All right. Well, we're going to go enjoy the rest of our Memorial Day. All right. Say something.
We're still hungry. I'm so hungry.
You're so
hungry. All right. Let's go get something to eat.
All right. Well, we're going to go eat something
that
to eat,
wraps
apparently.
it up.
So, as always.
Huh?
Hey, come here. Can you say... Don't say stay epic.
Stay epic.
Oh, you gotta say it louder than that.
Stay epic.
1, 2. We'll say it on 3 together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Stay epic.